Welcome to A Simple Life. It's the afternoon here and we're gonna move the cows. They've been in this section over here for the last, I don't know, couple weeks. We've been slowly moving them through like we typically do, strip graze them. And so now we're gonna set up a new area going this way. And so we're taking all the wire down. We'll put up the new wire that'll allow us to do what we have been doing with the strip grazing. It rained really good the last 3 or 4 days. Matter of fact, we would have been out here earlier except for it was raining, really pouring down, and it looked like it was gonna be nice this afternoon. So we waited till this afternoon to redo the whole pasture. And look at these beautiful cows just munching along. Now I know the grass isn't super tall, but this is just some good forage. We're gonna let them just kind of do their thing right here. Man, the little bulls, man alive, they're getting big. Man. And there's that little heifer that I love so much, that little heifer right back there. There she is. Well, I love you too. I love you too. And now we can't ever forget our favorite. That's right, Chubby. Oh, Chubbles. Come here. I'll scratch your head. You like having your head scratched. Come here. Okay, fine. I won't scratch you. He lets you scratch him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, go give him a head scratching. He wants his head scratched. He just doesn't want me to do it.
You don't move them every day, that's why.
That's true. I don't move them every day. You do. You should take pride in that, buddy. Those animals know you. You know what? I'll walk you through the pasture that they were just in. You can see the difference. I mean, it's the same thing as you've seen through the summer. It's just a little different. You can see the line is a little less drastic. But the good part is, you can see right through here, there's a little bit of a line right along those posts right there. This hasn't been ungrazed and this has all been grazed. Now I want to walk you through here and just quickly show you, how this looks. We're not having them graze this to the ground. There's still good feed in here, okay? They're not grazing this to the ground. And the reason I'm not having them graze it to the ground is if I have them graze it all the way to the dirt, I will have no feed the rest of the winter. I guess Kevin and Dave, my minions, are gonna follow me.
Oh, your little minions.
As long as we don't see any minion buns, we'll be good. All right. Whoop, whoop. All right, we're gonna start getting this all ripped up. The boys will grab the post, or some of the post. I'll grab the rest of the post. Hey, why don't you guys start right here? Start grabbing post. I'll go up here and help disconnect that and grab those posts, okay? And as I've said, I'm pretty darn sure I'm not cutting hay next year. So if that's the case, if we're not cutting hay, these fields are gonna start looking amazing. I mean, I'm excited. I'm really excited. And I've actually been putting a lot of thought into putting in that permanent pig pasture. I know I've talked about it in the past. It's something I'm really considering. It's not something I'm going to do lightly, because once I spend the time to do it, it's that's where my pigs are gonna be. But I've, there's been points when I hated pigs and points when I loved doing pigs. But the one thing about pigs is it's really easy to sell a pig. I found that selling pigs, whether somebody wants to come and do the processing with me on the farm, so I sell them the animal and then we process it together, or if it's a matter of somebody wants to just buy the animal and have somebody else process it, we can do that as well. I don't have a problem with that. We have a really great local butcher shop. Then they do a great job, and that's actually where we send our cows, because I don't have space to hang a cow for the amount of time I need. Anyways, so yeah, the area that we're gonna be doing the pig pastures, and I'm gonna just briefly talk about this and then I'll move on, because I know I'm always talking about doing things. It's this pasture right here. So here's the main pasture, okay? And then you come through here, and this is going to be our pig pasture. I've thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and this is, I think it's about 3.5, maybe 4 acres. It's got everything we need for a pig pasture. It's got the shade on one side. It's got pretty good soil. It doesn't get too muddy. It's right up against a creek, and so, which is not ideal, but it's it shouldn't be a problem. I've never really had an issue with the pigs jumping in the creek, and so I don't see that being an issue now. Hey, just put them down right here and we can get the buggy and pick them up. But good job. You guys are right, there's still water in here. All right, flip that one. We'll pick that.
Just because it's been raining, it's been giving these water.
Yeah, it has been raining.
And the first time it was completely filled, we were like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
All right, grab that post. So what the boys are referring to right there is the fact that the water's been full for the last 3 or 4 times they've come out to fill it, maybe 5 times. It's because we've been getting a good amount of rain, a decent amount of rain, and there's also dew on the grass. And I find with animals that forage, goats, cows, deer even, I find that they don't hit the water sources as often when it's nice and moist out. I find that they get a lot more of their moisture from the plants, from eating the leaves. The boys are finishing up putting the wire up, and we've been fighting rain in between. It's been on and off rain all day, which is okay. Typically it wouldn't really change what we're going to do, but I wanted to film us moving the cows again and kind of keep up. But here's what I want to show you. You guys have seen the pasture that these guys have been on. You know, it's decent, it's fall pasture, but here's what I want to show you. This is what's interesting. Hold on, look at this mama right there. That one right there. Look how white she is. Look at this one from behind. Look at her. I mean, nobody's starving. Everybody's doing good. I kept him. I didn't butcher him. I butchered his brother because he put on weight over winter eating this. He put on weight. And our big old Longhorn lost weight. I was always fighting to keep weight on him. Hey, baby. Hey. I was always fighting to keep weight on him. I was always having to move him early. I was bringing out a lot of haylage and stuff like that. But this guy, no, he just got fat eating grass all winter long. I can't beat that. Like, that is literally, that's money in the bank. When animals can just forage and you're putting almost nothing into them, it's money in the bank. Every dollar you're not spending is a dollar you're not having to make. And in this day and age, that's a big deal. Anyways, I just figured I'd share. Hey, you guys, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to get every last ounce of water. Dear God, it's raining.
We always do.
These boys. I think I should pay them less. Maybe they do more work. Just joking. Well, anyways, just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. I just think it's really interesting the amount of folks that grain their cattle. Grain is the most expensive thing that you can possibly feed or produce. It's the most inefficient, but we use it for animals that don't even need grain. Cows don't need grain. I mean, to that point, pigs don't really need grain either, except for we have an idealistic perspective of what a pig should do and how it should be formed and what it should be shaped like and what the meat should be. And I think that's really why. All right, boys, let's get that thing out of here so I can close this pasture back up. All right, don't dump your brother off. All right.